perfectionism, resistance, self-doubt. Just a few daily reminders of my crippling imposter syndrome and its unwavering presence. Most days, I offer myself words of encouragement, even though I know that my efforts to silence the inner critic are likely to falter. Yet, ever since I can remember, I've had both a love for creating and a desire to be seen, while simultaneously shying away from allowing that to happen. This deep-seated imposter syndrome that I can't seem to shake has made it far more challenging for me to take the art of creating seriously, regardless of my medium of choice. I definitely never thought I would be doing it like this, through video, and by making myself vulnerable for others to see. The thing is, we can only ignore ourselves and our dreams for so long. We can pretend that what we fear and what we want aren't intrinsically connected. And we can even postpone taking the necessary steps to move towards those things. But eventually, when we exhaust that list of excuses, we have to make a choice. And that choice is to accept that not pursuing what we truly want ends up causing more pain than actually working through what has kept us from doing so. And that's where I'm at right now in my journey, determined to embrace change as I slowly settle into new parts of myself. To be honest, I've been on the verge of taking this leap for years now. 6 years to be exact. But unlike years past, I think the discomfort of stagnancy finally outweighs the fear of the unknown. It's been a pretty scary process. There are so many layers to peel back, fears I have to face, and uncomfortable truths I must accept. Building the strength to do what it takes to dismantle all of the self-imposed limitations that for years I've mistaken for safety requires a fair share of willingness. It feels overwhelming at times, most of the times actually, and I'm only getting started. But I'd be lying if I said that my imposter syndrome isn't already getting louder. I've been choosing to use that as confirmation that I'm on the right track. I suppose that in itself shows some sort of progress. The shift in perspective I've had by making my inner critic work as a tool rather than an obstacle has brought me a lot of freedom in this process. I instinctively go inward when processing things, regardless of how big or small they are. Introspection drives me to rely a lot on putting pen to paper in order to give my mind some reprieve, mostly as a means to sort out the jumbled mess and not get lost in the mind chatter. The irony that what brings me the most joy is also part of something that scares me the most has not been lost on me. But I didn't know I could write, make videos, and put myself out there. I mean, I knew it could be done, and other people were doing it, but I didn't think that I could. I thought that was for better, more creative, or somehow more advanced people, and I don't even know what I mean by that. But I guess I completely disregarded the fact that we always start somewhere. Or perhaps I succumbed to my limiting beliefs a bit too much. My point is that no matter where I turn, I must lean into who I am. Maybe someday I can feel comfortable enough to claim the words artist or creator as a title, but I know now that for me, they won't mean anything if I'm not sharing my passion and my process with others. I think it really boils down to pouring my heart out into something and then being brave enough to let others be a part of it. To feel like I can share all of the experiences I've been through, the highs, the lows, the healing, the heartbreaks, in a way that is meaningful to me and can reach other people too. All in all, it turns out that I don't even have to prove that I'm good enough. Not to anyone, not to myself. I just have to keep showing up